There are ancient riches in these sun-baked hills. Our treasure hunt begins in the sunny fields of this remote piece of Europe, uncontaminated land, generously endowed with water, ample plains, rolling hills. Here, the last remnants of the northern winds meet the foamy waves of a warm sea. The Phoenicians first brought wheat to Sicily. Later, the Romans developed and perfected its cultivation, and the province of Sicily became the greatest source of grain in the empire. In Sicily today, the enduring passion of the farmers of old meets up with modern technology. It's a perfect match for an efficient, modern approach to the production of grain with the quality and flavor of long ago. All that was needed was the right approach. But how to explain the achievement of a fine plate of pasta as it is enjoyed in Italy? Perhaps we shouldn't be the ones to say so, but we Italians do know how to appreciate the mealtime rituals of days gone by, savoring our food and rediscovering the pleasures of sitting down together in a peaceful country farmhouse to enjoy traditional dishes prepared in the traditional way, accompanied by fresh hot bread and fine olive oil. This is what eating well is all about. But the secret ingredient that we're talking about today lies enclosed within a tiny grain of wheat. Crisma was an ambitious dream, an association of Sicilian wheat producers. It's taken time in a market with great potential to overcome the many difficulties and meet the many challenges that face the much divided group. But today, the ambitious dream has become reality. In 2004, 18 companies joined forces to give a new direction to Sicilian agriculture. Today, the Crisma Consortium numbers more than 600 producers. For Sicilian farmers who historically have always been divided and isolated, this is first and foremost a cultural victory. After years of decline, the cultivation of grain in the Sicilian interior is now being launched by Crisma into the international marketplace. The key is quality of life and respect for traditional flavors and respect for the territory. Information about the grower, the location, and the type of seed used, as well as fertilizers, cultivation techniques, and treatments, all is carefully recorded. We discover so many ties to the land, environment, ways of doing things, tradition and history, a unique inheritance to be reclaimed and proclaimed with pride. The spirit of Crisma. Our durum wheat has unique nutritional and organoleptic properties that enhance the value as well as the flavor of genuine traditional food. This encourages the rediscovery of an uncontaminated Mediterranean cuisine, the flavors that you find here on the tables of Sicily. Consortium members continue with great care and attention to follow the progress of their grain even after harvesting. Storage is a crucial period for the preservation of the essential characteristics of durum wheat. Strict hygienic norms are applied so that the grain does not deteriorate due to excess temperature or humidity, or the presence of harmful microorganisms. The grain is selected, cleaned, washed, and processed, ready for packing, shipping, and distribution. Every year, the members of the Crisma Consortium produce nearly 500,000 tons of wheat and wheat products, sold in Italy and exported throughout the world. Quality pasta, fine couscous and bulgur, grainy semolina flour, loaves of fresh crusty bread. All transported by air to Africa, Europe, Saudi Arabia, America, and Japan. Sophisticated tracking systems enable the consumer to identify the product's place of origin at any time. It's even possible to go a step further, all the way back to the actual field where each ear of grain was grown. We're at the University of Catania, where Dr. Muhammad Ali's research team is at work. Sophisticated instruments allow us to evaluate gluten quality through the P/L value the alveolographic W index, and percentage protein content. The P over L value determines the consistency of the dough. A high P over L value will result in a dough that is small in volume and insufficiently extensible. A low value will give a weak dough, sticky and too extensible. An ideal P over L value should be between 1.5 and 2. Our most recent success has been the Mongibello variety, much appreciated for its high protein content and its balanced quality to quantity ratio. Then there is the Amedeo variety, used in biological agriculture, and the high-yielding Sant'Agata variety. Considering the parameters of P over L and W, which indicate the strength of the dough, let us now compare a generic wheat with the Mongibello variety. Mongibello has a W value of 420 and a P over L value of 1.5, which is to say the best possible ratio. To ensure the quality of the various types of flour produced, these parameters are checked periodically in the Crisma lab with the grain analyzer, a device that can measure and record for a given sample of wheat information on moisture content, weight per hectoliter, gluten content, color, and protein content, all in less than 70 seconds. But we also have a more practical way of checking pasta quality, what we call the lip test. To pass the test, the spaghetti must slip by without leaving a trace of starch. Sicily, in the 3rd millennium, confirms its deep ties to the element earth and continues to offer us the miracle of fertility and the growth of its crops. Ancient riches are found again in gentle hills warmed by the sun. The golden Durham wheat cultivated by the Crisma Consortium.